House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
Okay, let's go.
Where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? That old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly.
Itt
An
van
old
vele.
friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw
Okay.
me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it.
Hát igen, most vagyok az első szerintem én.
These old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
You can look for it also. I mean, Night of Pavonia, Certified, Large Property Finder. Ez mondjuk
What a
érdekes.
weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Oh,
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
ez az egész háza.
How does that work? Hey, that's rude. And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
Ha megtaláljuk, akkor elvehetjük. De jó. Hát persze. Nyissuk ki szépen ezt a táskát. Mi az úristen volt ez? Nagyon jó, beteleportált minket egy domain.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, So many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Jó, ezeket szépen most itt főrobbangatjuk. Gyertek, csak gyertek, csak gyertek.
Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ready, steady, go!
Persze.
Let's dance.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Hát így kellett csinálni, kérem szépen. Egyszerre. Elektro meg.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Out of the way.
Hát igen, én is szoktam Barbarával benyomom ezt a E-t, aztán meg K-jával a Q-t. Barbara bőrstjét, meg aztán a K-jának a már valamiért, nem tudom milyen. Ez is ilyen szarpás lesz, nem áll. Köszönöm, végre nem hülye puzzle-ök, hanem...
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Oké. És fel tudom rakni? Lelök. Lelököm. Haha. Ennyi. Nem kell nekem itt nézni. Csatárgatni fölöslegesen, lelököm, aztán kész, most meg van oldva. Ilyen egyszerű.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell,
Azért az mindig jó.
do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Ha megérinthetetlen lózsút fejek. Ez a...
Adventure time.
Azt hittem már kapok lózsút fejet ingyen. Oh.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Chilean Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Majdnem leestem amúgy.
Light it up. Oz, reveal thyself.
Na, a vizes izékre a füsöl kéne, erre a másikra meg, hát valaki más.
Ha! Cool it! Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Na végre. Na végre. Köszönöm szépen, activating a run.
How many levels does this teapot have?
Hát sok.
It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Az előző is olyan hosszú volt, hogy... Ja? Cleansing bell.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Leave domain. Let's go, leave domain. Egy jó dolog. Mi történt?
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. The Fatui? Child, what goes on in that mind of yours, I wonder? I'm far too old to be quibbling with them. But if they overreach themselves, I will do what I must.
Megteszi, amit tennie kell.
Hyman kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny?
Are you really giving us them?
Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer" at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
What if your friends return it?
Oh?
Okay.
Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat.
Jó, oké. Beszélgessetek róla.
You must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return.
If you have the bell, you should return. Vissza kell térni.
Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Számíthatunk rá egy csésze teára.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Okay. Köszi. They got inside.
It seems my old friend... Let's just hope nothing messy comes of this.
With the perfume and the cream.
Off we go!
Ja, vissza kell vinni Zonglinak. In a place. Szia, Zongli! Barátok vagyunk.
Dembo!
Nézzük Zongli.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Okay, nézzük. Parfüm.
Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Elmegy egy csésze teára.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Ez a kite, ez a... sárkány. Nagy kultúrája van ennek a sárkánynak.
Sure.
Mármint ilyen papírsárkány. Ilyen, tudjátok, ilyen deltoid, meg ilyen alakú papírsárkány. Rombus, vagy nem tudom milyen alakú. Realm within, quest completed. Downtown, go and buy.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Key perfumes, flora, economy.
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Ő szeretne élvezetes dolgokat megosztani velünk.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah,
Okay.
Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes, these details are masterfully done.
Cryo Archon. Ez a Starice nevű személy lesz a Cryo Archon után néztem gyors.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Child! Ciao! Me too, child.
Hey, it's Child!
You imposed us.
No way. I was just passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Find 3 workers. Ooh.